Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's installment of the Hedge Plus Q&A with Pat and Josh. As always, 5 questions from current clients and prospective clients. This week we have 4 questions from farmers and 1 from a prospect. So if you're ready, we'll get started. I'm ready. All right, first question. Do you think China will start buying more egg moving forward as Trump applies potential tariff pressure?
I do. I think Trump will come up with some kind of deal or reinforce a deal that wasn't reinforced while he wasn't president, and that we'll see more China buying of especially corn. Some beans, but especially corn. We're the ball game had to be played right now in corn. Safina crop won't be harvested, and they won't start moving that till summer. The stocks usage in Brazil is very tight. Where do you get corn from? I think China buys some U.S. corn, and that is going to spur the next leg up.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%, which probably puts us in opposition to a lot of people out there because there's panic again because nothing's been agreed to, but deadlines are deadlines for a reason.
Panic is opportunity.
They'll get it done. They'll definitely get it done. All right, the second question. The move lower with corn the past 3 days has been pretty dramatic. Is the rally over?
No. And the reason is exports are strong, will stay strong because we're the only game in town. Cattle guys are getting like almost $200 for cattle. They're not liquidating their herd. They're using lots of feed grain. Ethanol is being used at its normal strong rate. We're using corn like crazy. That's not going down even with the higher price. That's what you pay attention to. You have cheap prices, create better demand. We had cheap prices, create better demand. That demand usually goes away with higher prices. Hasn't yet. It means we haven't gone high enough. We're expecting this to be a nice corrective decline, and we expect to rally back up. I would target by 50 in front of futures.
Okay, sounds good. Third question here. What's going on with the economic relief payments to farmers?
The secretaries is now approved. She's part of the cabinet. She's put the second on her list behind avian flu. She knows that the checks have to get out. They'll get out.
Yeah, exactly. I was just running on curve about this yesterday. Yep, and yes, it's the next thing she'll be working on. The avian bird flu is kind of a big deal, but she's aware of the deadlines, and we're coming up on that 90-day here soon. She says she'll get it done, so yeah.
I sweat that answer from Josh.
We just talked about. What are your predictions for planted acres and the 25-26 ending stocks ahead of the USDA Outlook Forum tomorrow?
2.1 billion bushel ending stock. At the high end, 1.9 billion bushels at the bottom end. Acres, 94 million planted acres. Production will go up significantly, but demand is strong. We want to see any sex go down at Oprah.
And just to be clear, this is your prediction based on the numbers will be released tomorrow, not necessarily your prediction of what's going to end up happening.
Right. The USDA probably is not going to go crazy. They said 92 million planted acres in their pre-outlook thing in November. I don't see them going up to 96 or anything crazy like that. And that's what the market's kind of reacting to right now is crazy. Maybe 94, maybe 93 in that area. How many acres get planted will be dependent on weather. We have dry weather. After a little bit of moisture in the spring, you guys get rapid planting done. We can plant more corn acres. If we're slow and sluggish because it's too wet, we'll plant less.
All right, sounds good. And final question. This one's from a prospect. He says, I have soybeans on a March basis contract at minus 14 cents. Should I roll to May and pay the 5 cents per bushel charge, or let them go now at this good basis and re-own?
It's always most cost effective, always more cost effective to sell and buy back the more. All you're doing is buying the futures, which is what you would be doing if you're rolling a basis contract. You're buying the futures from the elevator. That's all you're doing. But you're not getting any more money from the elevator to complete your cash contract. So you don't get to have that money. And the amount of money is spent on a margin is way less than what you're going to receive completing a cash contract. So you're net ahead right now. You're in the same position with the long futures, whether it's holding and rolling or completing and buyback. The one difference is you guys freak out with margin. You can roll it to May and May can drop 40 cents and it won't phase you. You buy a futures, it drops 40 cents, you freak out, you exit, and now it's a loss. So if you're going to freak out, roll it. If you're not going to freak out, the most cost-effective way is always to re-own it on paper.
All right, makes sense. All right, that's it for this week. Thanks for the questions, everybody. Always at the end of the video, you'll see an email address if you want to submit a question, and hopefully if we get that in, we'll have it on our session next week. Thanks.
Have a great week.